Welcome back, everyone, to a bit of a weird video, because even though there's some pretty down topics on 2042 in this one, there's also some good news, and the first good news is that I'm enjoying the new mode a lot more. A new video will be coming this week talking about that. I've kind of settled in with it a bit more now that I've come back from a little break, and I've jumped back into it. I'm enjoying that a whole lot more, and more balance changes have come for the new mode, which is great. And also, DICE just deployed update 5.1.1, which essentially just brings a fix to console aiming, so the game feels so much better now. It really does. I'm enjoying it a lot more just because of that. The last couple of weeks have been a big struggle to try and play the game and enjoy it because the sensitivity, well, it's been fucked, for lack of a better word. There's been no aim assist, the sensitivity has felt completely off, but luckily this update has deployed a fix. Anyway, let's talk about the very depressing topic that is this video and what is happening to Battlefield 2042 content creators at the moment. So what's actually happening with 2042 in terms of creators, and why is it happening? Well, over the last couple of weeks we've seen various creators such as Ash Battlefield, Sergeant Danger Cow, and even Battlefield Bulletin express their interest in either taking a break from the franchise or just leaving it completely. That's in terms of streaming, content creation, Twitter posts, you name it. Their feeling of maybe stopping doing it, or they already have stopped doing it in some capacity. There are a couple of reasons for each of these, and I kind of want to go through and explain what's going on with some creators, where I stand with Battlefield at the moment, and going forward. Let's start with the worst case in all of these, and that is harassment. People like Ash have been playing since Battlefield 4, and clans of people from that game have followed them onto 2042, and harass them non-stop throughout every single game they can find them in while they're streaming, and even while they're not streaming. Just imagine hopping into a game you want to relax in or record content in or stream in and being harassed by lobbies full of 40 players intent on ruining your game by all targeting you. Even if you're on the same team as them, they will do everything they can to sabotage your game experience and ruin your stream. That is unfortunately what they're facing and why they essentially stopped making content on 2042. And I completely understand creators who are getting harassed by these people and having to take a break. I've seen other people like Get Good Guy also report these instances, not specifically with 2042, but with other Battlefields, and basically quit streaming those because they get stream sniped, and unfortunately nothing is really being done about it. Luckily, we have had some comments from the devs on Twitter saying they're gonna look into this. Let's just hope some action comes of this, but at the moment, we're seeing a couple of creators really jump off the Battlefield train because of the harassment they're facing. And less exposure for the game through them means less performance for the game overall and less people getting exposed to it, which is never a good thing. The second reason we've got to consider is burnout. This is something that me, Cadwoman, and Sergeant Danger Cow have all expressed, and that is that this season hasn't really grabbed us for some reason like the other ones have. I don't know why, but the content drip feed has felt a little slower this time. Maybe it's because of personal things, like I've had more free time from my final exams coming into summer, and I just kind of have more time to play Battlefield. That means I'm playing it more and feeling more burnt out, but I'm really not sure if that's the case because I'm doing less weekly missions now than I was back in previous seasons. I have less motivation to, and I'm not sure quite why that is. I still find the game very fun and enjoyable, but in terms of grinding the battle pass, even though technically I've paid for it, I really don't know. Something just doesn't grab me quite as much as previous seasons, and although I've expressed that I've enjoyed content more in terms of maps and in terms of weapons this season than pretty much any other season, and even though there's an event going on right now that I'm really enjoying, I just haven't really been gripped by it. And if any of you guys are experiencing this, please do let me know in the comments below why you're experiencing it, if you know why, because that might give some insight into why creators like myself and others might have been feeling a bit of burnout with the franchise. Maybe it's just consistently making videos for the past, well, almost 2 years. Who knows? We'll see how we go. And the final reason really is just an unknown. People like Battlefield Bulletin might be feeling burnout, they might be feeling like they're done with the franchise for a bit and just want to take a break until the next entry, and that really sucks to see because people like Bulletin give such good, quick and accurate information through Twitter posts and through Discord posts that inform fans and creators like myself that help make our content more accurate for you guys, and losing Bulletin would really be a kick in the gut at this stage. So yeah, there are quite a few reasons of why people are feeling burnt out on the franchise and why a lot of creators are unfortunately moving on. But what about me? You might have noticed that I've been making a lot more VR content recently, and to be honest, it's just because there's so much new in that space, especially with PSVR 2, that I feel really inspired to create there. With Battlefield, you do struggle a little bit. I mean, every couple of weeks we get a new event or an update, with maybe a couple new vault guns, or if we're lucky, a new season with a few new guns and maybe a map that'll allow us to post for a couple of videos. But past that, there really isn't too much. You've got to forge your own content out of mechanics and aspects of the game that aren't really changing, and try and make it engaging to an audience, and you do struggle with that. Whereas with the VR space, specifically in PSVR 2, there is a constant supply of new games and content and exciting things to make videos about. I don't really make YouTube videos because I like money or because I like attention of them. I post videos because I enjoy making them. And if I'm not feeling invigorated by Battlefield at the moment, I'm just not going to make too many videos on it. Whereas you'll notice at the start of a season, I'll probably post a load. But where is this all going to go? The good news is, well, I'm not going to go anywhere. Battlefield is always going to be a staple of this channel, to be honest. I think I enjoy the series so much, previous titles and new titles alike. I'm going to be here for the rest of 2042, maybe not posting every minute detail that I can like I used to. Say if we get a leak, I probably won't cover it in a video straight away. I'll probably just make a post because I just don't really feel invigorated to do so. I don't feel like I'm bringing any spin to content like that, and I don't really feel like I'm bringing any opinion across that's going to inform people or maybe influence them in any way. However, I'm going to continue to try and post positively in terms of Battlefield until the game's lifecycle runs out, and then we'll see where we go from there. Maybe we'll get an announcement of a new game soon and the hype train will start again, but for now, I'm still going to be making videos on Battlefield and VR because that's what I enjoy doing. It might skew from one to the other, week by week as it always has, but I'm not going to go anywhere. Anyway, that's been a little rant on 2042 and the state of, creators and the game. I hope things improve in the future, I really do. There's a whole board of new people coming onto the game, like my fellow creator Raula that I played with last week. And to give people like that a platform to grow on, and even, give me a platform to grow on, and bigger creators a platform to make content on and grow and explore how they want to make their content and, the different avenues of Battlefield you can go down in terms of videos, we need a solid game that's constantly getting content and we can make good, fun moments and videos out of. If that's 2042 for you now, that's great, but there are a lot of creators that feel like that isn't where 2042 is at. The game itself is incredibly fun and I play it every day still, but in terms of content it can feel a little dry, and to be honest, that's okay. I'm good with making content on other games for the time being and jumping into Battlefield when I feel it's necessary. Anyway, that wraps up my thoughts on the whole situation. I do hope that creators who have left do come back in the future because they are valued in the community, and I hope new creators do get encouraged onto the Battlefield series to make content on because it really is a lot of fun and it's a space where we do need a lot of creators, as many as we can do to collaborate with and talk with. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope this provided a little bit of insight into, the mindset of some creators like myself and where we're going with the future of this franchise. For me, it's going to be solidly there all the way through. For others, maybe not so much. I'll be back again with more Battlefield later this week. I hope to see you there. We're going to be talking about the new mode because it's gone uphill for me, I think, a little bit. I feel more positively about it than I did last week. So, thanks for watching and I'll see you there.